Hey guys, this is Anthony Romrell, and in this video we're going to talk about setting keys in Maya. So what I have here is a little sphere, and we'll click on it, and you can see it's not at zero, it's just above zero, so the bottom of the sphere is touching. So I did that by holding the X key, and it's snapping to grid points. There's invisible grid points right here. Be sure to tumble around to take a little look. And what we're going to do is we're going to set some keys. So just to explain how things work in Maya is this direction is the timing. So you'll notice I'm in the animation workspace. So go to workspace, animation. If you have any trouble with that, just go ahead and hit reset and it'll set it back to normal. So it looks approximately like this. I did have to pull this window down a little bit more. I like this window because it shows me curves. It's the curve editor. And then what we're going to do is I want you to set your key length just on this particular animation to 24. And that means we're going to handle this in 1 second. So with the sphere, just touching the bottom of the grid barely. You hold the X key and drag it till it hits the very bottom of that. I want you to just hit S, and you'll see a keyframe appears, a little red dash appears here, and you'll see some yellow dots appear here. And it's going to key a bunch of things that we're not going to deal with right now. Okay. I should have taken a minute and named this ball. So I'm just going to tap right here in the channel box and name this ball. Okay. And then I'm going to go to frame 24 and I'm going to hit S again. So I get identical keys, and you could see that I get these straight lines. Now this direction is the timing, this direction is the spacing, the distances traveled, and you can see there's no change in the spacing because we haven't changed anything in the channels. So I'm then going to go to frame 13, and although you could go to frame 12, doesn't matter, either one, frame 13. In fact, probably best if this is 25 frames. Okay. And I'm just going to grab this key at the very bottom here. It says 24. I'm going to change this to a 25. So excellent. So now our keys are at 25. Let's make sure that this duration is set to 25. And then we'll key at frame 13. So I'm going to just grab the X handle. I'm in the move tool. Grab this handle right here and pull it up and hit the S key. And you could see out of frame a little curve. Let's hit the F key to frame. And actually, let's hit the A key to frame all. And now we're going to have this yo-yo effect with this ball, right? So again, this is the timing. This is the spacing. So let's push play. And if this plays really fast, we've got to work on some preferences. So I'm going to click on this little man right here. And what it should be is set to 24 frames per second. And it should, right now it's set to playback of every frame. So a couple settings we want to do. We want to say that we are playing 24 frames per second times 1. Okay. And we'll just deal with that for now. So we'll hit save, and now we'll hit play again. And this should play back normally. Okay. Now, great. So here's the timing and the spacing. It's behaving like a yo-yo. And the reason for that is because this right here has a spacing that's nice and smooth. Okay. Now I'm going to delete all my other extra keys. So I'm going to select everything but this one bell curve. I'm going to select all these and just hit the delete key. And now we only have translate Y. We're just going to deal with this for now. And so if we push play, you can see it's going up and down because we have a nice smooth curve. Now I'm going to click and pull and just drag outside and just to grab this key. You can see these two handles right here, and they're straight across. And if I also grab this handle here, you see I have this handle, this key right here, a handle going straight across. What we want is to change the speed of this. So this is going to change the spacing so it feels more like it's dropping down, right? So we're just going to pull this up. I'm not going to go beyond the key, right? But now we're going to take that on this side, select this handle, pull it, and you can see a hard hit right. So we're adjusting the spacing now. So this feels more like a hard hit. And now it's behaving exactly like what's being described here. So flat handles, I'll just click and flatten this out again. Flat handle means ease. And sharp handle being pointed down means a hard hit. So what's really happening is this is slowing down. This is speeding up as it's going in, and this is slowing down as it's going out. So this is slow, this is speeding up, right? So that's the basics of keying and timing and spacing. In the next video, we'll talk about a little bit of squash and stretch.